more default standard old school comp being run. I kind of expect that here for KC, and well, it's not got off to a great start. AtaKaptan already managing to find one, and I didn't even know you could wallbang that with a ghost.
Well, there's a lesson learned. Yeah, it's a paper wall, and it's Avez and Elite. They've split up as well, taking different avenues. Shock darts traded out as they landed Avez's feet. He sidesteps them with a decent idea of where one is, but yetujey up close. It's going to be point of contact. He sees them, and now big swing on backside, isolating the fight. MrFaliN. Oh.
I feel like there needs to be an early response.
Eyes down.
Could be in trouble. Could be forced off the angle. It's the smoke instead. Flash as well. And they just back off. The thing is, with saadhak here, they know now the tree hasn't been taken. There's not players ready to wrap. This might lead to a bit of a looser rotate on the A side. And look at the gap being held right now towards that A side. In fact, it's going to be smoked off. And in that left corner, Avez is thriving. He's found one. Elite grabs another, and marteen was even there to help. FUT have just walked straight into a trap.
Yeah, it seemed like no matter where they were going, though, after that early disadvantage, they were walking into some sort of crossfire, and you can see it. It's the bait shots being sent out.
Zeus is creeping up close. Big flash out. It's only spams. Oh, the spams from MrFaliN. There was a smoke up. He managed to find that from top mid. No reveal was used in the making of that opening pick, and marteen wants to pull back the favor. He does so. He sat in the corner, and they don't know about it, but Zeus is cautious anyways. A big reward being found, and they confirm there's another player here. SUYGETSU manages to drop Zeus. They've lost control of this A site in the process.
Yeah, paranoia through, just so they can clear the backlines. A major worry for them will be the fact that yetujey is still very far away. It's going to be a worry initially for the attack, but the longer the time is ticking, the more worrying it becomes for that defensive side. He is very slow to start making his moves, so the rest of the squad really need to do a job of buying time.
Well, if that catches, oh, Elite is down. I was thinking about the reveal on the other player, the fact that a spam could come through, but it's not needed. AtaKaptan walks through the just to give that little sound cue away. And now they try to rotate across, but that's the spike spotted crossing to A. I mean, KC know that it's coming their way, but SUYGETSU is still going to have to deal with a lot of players.
Yeah, he jumped into the site and has managed to hold the line while doing so. It's only the 1-for-1 trade. yetujey had managed to get a lot of ground, but he doesn't capitalize off the back of it. And now into the post plant. They don't really have the ultimates to back them up at this stage. It's just going to have to be those raw gunfights, looking for what battle is the best to take, giving up some of that additional heaven control. But there's only one player really coming from that angle. The crossfire that FUT created might actually be the right one. The swing comes out from Zeus, but saadhak, the IGL, just as good. yetujey, he has managed to thread
a decent buy from FUT. It's no easy round just yet, but that util sent in the nade from KO, the reveal, and the swing wide to catch the opener. yetujey is caught by an up inside a smoke. marteen, I don't know.
Marteen's cooked, man. What is he doing?
That's outrageous.
Oh dear. Oh, that paranoia has worked wonders. AtaKaptan actually has a chance here. SUYGETSU is dangerously low, and in fact, I'd like that use of the from the shadows just to escape and regroup with the rest of the team. Yeah, if he was to go down within, there wouldn't really be any opportunity for them to try and find a trade.
Spike planted.
Already though, spike planted on the site. That lets them know where one of these players is going to be hiding. This is an audacious spot for qRaxs. It's one you wouldn't really expect anybody to be playing at this stage of the round, and because of that, they don't check it. It doesn't matter though. It's AtaKaptan, the one to actually land the shots. Already, his third of the round. Talked about his individual step up. They know roughly where he is. The spam from Avez is doing little bits of damage, but just look how low SUYGETSU is. He's the injured one. He's the walking wounded, and the spam just not quite connecting. He's down.
That's not where the decoy was supposed to go. He's stuck in the corner. The drone, well, it's not there quite on time. yetujey, I think he's 0-5 now. He is being shut down. In this round, no different. Avez in with the double.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not landed. an immediate problem, but the reveal grabs one for marteen before he falls. SUYGETSU in there for another. Avez doubling up, and MrFaliN, and he's got a real chance of making a big play. But in the end, it's SUYGETSU. Like I was saying, last time they faced, especially on this map, he was deactivated. Now he's getting involved. Oh, no doubt. But he's not able to dash out. Yeah, he's being chased down. In he goes, but qRaxs is ready and waiting, finding himself the opening pick. qRaxs, a player that has been a little bit more quiet of late of this year. In fact, and we saw a couple of games where he stepped up to the mark. It's the KO, the staple of qRaxs' playstyle.
Can't use that.
And KC gearing up for that retake now.
It's the same as before. The Hunter's Fury utilized to disrupt, and it's done so much damage. Sure, they execute yetujey from the corner, but I think from then onwards, it's just going to be the FUT show, leaving only Elite standing versus 4. Now, his goal, they have credits. So now it's try and remove as many weapons as possible from the side of FUT. Make that next round by a little bit tougher, and he's
sent in to destroy that trap that just went down. Oh, the deep flash.
Oh.
Caught Elite, did it?
Yeah, it didn't work the way they were hoping for. And then they're still trying to reaggress. They're still going for this. Elite's just popped everyone's head who's tried to survive against him. And while there's now looking to try and finish the job, there's still a couple of players to play with. A TP will get at least one of them there a little bit sooner. SUYGETSU, not wanting to overstep the mark, though, is waiting for his teammate in marteen. I don't know if marteen bought the operator up this round. I think he has. Yeah, this is not the gun you realistically want, but he's going to try and act as a distraction. Get him to the site.
Very valuable opening pick indeed. Now it's all down to the flashes to clear that space, push the players back. Knife to Boathouse, and it's found two. They know what they're up against, but it's not going to deter them. Straight up push, nades, shock darts, everything sent in. Elite's on the ground, but Avez, he's still got his boots firmly planted in Boathouse. Got them a 3v2. Oh no, the run in! SUYGETSU's giving it away. The advantage, it swaps hands, and yetujey keeps on going. It's only the op left. With two to take down, they just need to swing together. The reveal forces him back, buys a little bit more time. The sneaky play all the way around. There'll be no updrafting around this time for marteen. He's got to do this with both going down, isolating the first shot. And they're not looking the right way. Oh, in fact, they are just about, but not together. They had two angles. It is a brave play from yetujey, but he won't be spammed to death. And the late rotation to come through as Paranoia is already burned up by the defenders. 3 players here, and it's up in heaven that the main danger lies. marteen now Blade Storm online, ready to dive down below, and he'll need to. MrFaliN's pressuring that hell position, and Elite with a Sheriff has shut him down. That round, that's going to leave them with some trouble. As already you can see that presence from the attackers is being shown. yetujey, I like that he's not swinging in deep for the info. He's just playing this passive, waiting for them to step on in. Got himself the reward of 1. But the plant, well, it's undeniable at this point.
I feel like who strikes next might just be the difference maker. saadhak is the one to do it, and then Avez as well, bringing things back into their favor. The post plants on this B site can be so damn difficult to deal with, but they have managed to clear out Avez. The problem is SUYGETSU still just lurking around this smoke. They have to clear him from the backlines before they can even hope to get into the site. Although saying that, they managed to walk quite far forward. saadhak adds another to his already growing body pile. 7 on Omen. Yeah, it's not anything to shake a stick at. MrFaliN already under pressure. The supportive utility, though, has been incredible. Like this Sova combination with the KO, you can see why saadhak as the IGL wants to play this supportive initiator. But there is a reaggress here from the defense. Only going to be 1 for now, though. Look at the mid push.
Yeah, there's an immediate rotate because of that mid presence. And the creep up on B. The hope here that they've left the site, at least left it to just 1 man to hold, but FUT have gone super passive. 18 seconds to move through that site. They need to get that spike planted with 4 on the clock. That gives them 10 seconds to clear 2 players. 10 on the clock. They need to go fast. They're running out of time. What is this? yetujey, he's gone down, but qRaxs still on the backside. They just need to deny the plant, and they've done the job. It's down to the woods.
Somehow done.
Yeah, no, really and truly. Double digits, 10-5, and mental boom on the defensive side. Great play by qRaxs, though, to keep the minute. Rifles back up by KC, and a quick approach. Not letting any time slip away on this one, as they've gotten themselves a double opening. MrFaliN, he's good for 2, and almost the third. 68 HP on Avez, but it's enough to get that spike planted. And now, a man advantage to work with in the post plant. And a Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, that's the bigger thing, the Hunter's Fury, if they want to try and use it. The only problem is Avez's position is horrific. Like, you're not going to see him pop it from here, and falling back into a place where it's useful just isn't really on the cards. Already, though, he'll be...
With this op in hand, he may need to be once more.
Yes. Oh, he's seen the head, and well, Avez went back for a cheeky peek, and that was enough to lose his life for it. An interesting flash. I don't think that was communicated maybe as well as it should have done, because that definitely didn't come from the defensive side. That one did, though, and that one has caught SUYGETSU.
On damage by xeus, another one falling by the wayside, and this has been a great round for him. If he can keep that up, we may well see FUT climb back into this game. Good nade, good nade. Oh, he's 14 HP. That's an easy pick. That's a plant potentially. 17 seconds left as Marteen's clearing the back. 12 as they go for the plant.
10 seconds
yetujey off the flash, tries to deny. He gets there a little late. But it's Marteen about to fill it back in this battle. Oh, this should be favored to the operator, surely. Round he goes, and it's a clean
try and
pick.
walk into that utility.
30 seconds left.
Instead, saadhak is going to use the null command, but the whole idea is to just sell the ruse that this is still a play towards the A site. The thing is, the second he starts running back in the other direction, well, they're going to know.
The info's there, but the reaction? Oh, well, it's absolutely there as well. My apologies for questioning you. A quick pickup, saadhak down, Hunter's Fury sent through, an attempt to deny the plant. It doesn't look like it's worked. Plant secured. And this position towards main, this is going to be everything for KC. Those players on site might not be able to hold that strong, and now they won't be able to hold at all inside of main. They've been isolated. The information sent over, they're suppressed by the ulti, and a big pick as AtaKaptan takes one through the wall.
They're a little bit more vulnerable to just being torn apart. 30 seconds as they finally start making their move. It's the first time we've seen a missed shot, but there's still multiple players waiting.
It was through the smoke, though. Now he's going to have a bit more of an open chance to take them down. Sitting up in heaven, waiting for the peak, but so is AtaKaptan, and he loses his life to the wrap around the back. Now the plant's secured. Now Elite picking up MrFaliN on the rotation through spawn. And it looks like whatever was said in that pause has worked out. They don't find their fight on mid, but the readjustment, the smoke...
They want to try and hunt down these remaining players. saadhak wanting to know if there's anybody close around.
Let's see if the secret formula is all there. Sigma found a pick last round.
Yeah, they dodged the dart. So you can see MrFaliN has rotated away from middle because that dart didn't reveal anyone, but they've just all sat in. And now they're going to go back to this same sort of mid-take that they had before. Now, MrFaliN has got in just in time, but they're going to know he's only just making that rotation back in the other direction, and they want to put the pressure immediately onto yetujey, who's had to go forward. MrFaliN is now here, though. They're so focused in on that one player that he's able to just tap away with 2. Even still, though, there's been a loss on the other side. Seconds remaining for them to make this move. Avez on the lurk, but if they're going to go for something here, they have to go for it now. They're trying to make it back towards the A site and grab the spike with a TP. That is never going to happen.
Forced to carry this to the next round.
I don't know if there'll be too many better rounds than the last, though, with those freebie openers. Never mind. That works out for saadhak. And while there's going to be an attempted response, that's xeus down to 11 HP. They have already found themselves a pretty large advantage, and with him teleporting to the other side of the map, there's a pretty severe gap now with only one man standing on the A site.
This is his moment. AtaKaptan's had plenty of them, but another time he'll be called on by this squad. But KC, the ones to find the pick. Zeus, on a fraction of his HP bar, will be dropped by Avez.
30 seconds left.
And the 5 versus 2 we're left in. It's not looking good.
Spike planted.
With this being the pick of FUT somewhere they hoped would be the difference maker, and the Hunter's Fury. His barriers are up and Haven is away. yetujey tucked in the corner, not spotted, but he will be.
Ow. That time it couldn't have been much worse. Pulls out a shock dart, but after being seen, look at the rotation from this defensive side. They are all going back, walking into the hands of qRaxs. This could be perfect for qRaxs to really do some damage, and he takes 2 for 1. Not a bad start to the round, and they are playing back and forth, trying to wrap this in towards the A side once again, clearly where the post plant is desired. And I feel like at this stage, it's got to be just utter confusion from the side of Zeus, as he has run back and forth and back and forth, and now has to run back again.
Tagged.
Well, they've seen one behind. They don't know about the second. That's about the only positive to play with here. The plant is quite close to that box. I was wondering, you know, if 3 players go into the spawn here, we're in trouble. No one would actually be able to stop the defuse convincingly. Yoru also tagged quite low, so a good chance. A couple of well-landed shots here. Long. 2 players here. Paranoia sent through a little bit late, though. Avez is already across, and he'll find an easy opening onto AtaKaptan. That puts all the pressure on these players trapped on long. Double bounce from the reveal, and that's going to give them everything they need to take these players down. Wonderful flash from Avez. And this is what we were expecting to see last time. Domination
in this moment. Sheer pace, and now they're looking. They don't want to allow these remaining weapons to be left in the hands of their opponents. Their credits looking strong. Of course, this was
this 3-0. We've seen the 3-0 start where the opponent was force buying. Oh my word about that. We have different definitions of spot on. For me, it means mostly correct.
Well, they've definitely seen where AtaKaptan is, but that's not all the information that marteen wants to try and gather up here. Elite in a great position the second they break the trip, although the shots are not clean whatsoever. That's turned things back into a 4v4, and more importantly, their flank is under threat. Zeus has already managed to catch out one. This is starting to get severely dangerous. Zeus with another. I said about that rifle going into his hands, there's a reason that it is scarier when he is holding it. The problem is now he has been dealt with. qRaxs trying to bait them into the spike. May just be successful. Doesn't seem to matter. Flash will take the space. Shock dart, solid. Does some decent damage, but they are not slowing down. They're going to continue their push, and it seems like yetujey is completely caught off guard by that double peek again from marteen alongside Avis. This 1-2 punch thus far has been filthy.
Well, there's still a retake to be attempted. FUT have done a good job in not overcommitting to those fights, in not being caught by the bulldozer at the start of the round. Their utility online for this. Smokes. Reveal as well. It's about to be fired through, and a big push on the back of it. Flash pops beautifully. In fact, I don't think it was that beautiful. I think it caught some of them.
It's like switch people out and still make it look very, very good. And while it seems like the response in this round is try and get a little bit aggressive. Break the trend. Like, you've been caught off so much by being more passive. Try and get up in their face and be disruptive. They have, but thus far the kills have still only gone one way. And for AtaKaptan, well, escaping's not going to be easy. Oh, what is happening?
Oh my.
Okay, yetujey's found 3.
One of those was through the bloody wall, into the window. And saadhak thinks the sights go... Did they see him? Did they see him? No, the cam was just checked on long. You wouldn't be checking that if you saw him. He's managed to thread the needle. And that gap was left back open again now, so it's not going to play that big of a role. If he kept walking towards spawn, he could have had an unbelievable timing. He's walking backwards into the area. Set up. AtaKaptan's here. Initial fight spots them. Hunter's Fury. Almost. It's damn close. He's blinded up himself now. yetujey survives on the backside. They're looking to clear him out. That smoke, though. There we go. They've seen AtaKaptan. No longer a snake in the grass. Instead, they've pulled out the mower, taken him down, and qRaxs. He's standing in this choke point alone. The flank being heard here. Marteen on the runaround.
Builder for FUT. Yeah, the good thing for them in this round is they do at least have themselves some alternates to play with. The same can be said on the other side, though. This is all a ruse, by the way. Everything that's just been thrown in was just to fake things out. And now they'll teleport back to the other side of the map. Avez will go running, and this will be an easy C-site plant. Love it. That's the one thing you can do when you've sent in this A-site execute so many times with Avez, with Marteen, is you can then just throw that in, use the ultimate, fake out the steps. And of course, FUT would be foolish not to bite.
Yeah, well, at this point, the only real adaptation you've got left is to just rotate quicker, stack up those sites, and be ready for the blitz. But it doesn't work out. Your opponent's one step ahead. Ultimate used here by Zeus. Decent impact. Crushed his chances early. Now we see him thrive. No flash, but just a clean swing and clean trade on that opening pickup. Marteen!
No.
It's just simple. Bread and butter. Not even the butter. It's just the bread. No flash. Just comes out of the ult. That's how confident KC are right now.
That was just bread, and now AtaKaptan's toast. That was just filthy.
Very much so. Very much so, Tom. They are just running through this squad. Yetujey! He was behind the smoke. But Zeus has stepped up in the final hour, 9-1. But even then, he's given them just a chance. It's still a 2v3. The Phoenix gone. The ult available for the next and final round of the half. And if FUT walk in there with a second on the board, there's a chance for a decent result. If they lose this one, it's in bed already.
One enemy remaining.
Oh!
No.
Last player standing.
Oh, Marteen already doing what was needed. I said that Elite was just along for the ride, the passenger princess. But can he bring them home their 10th round, hit double digits in the first half? At the first time of asking, he's even managed to fall back into the corner. You can see MrFaliN is desperately trying to work things out. He hasn't got the dot. He is confused completely as where his opponent
There's still a round to play for, man. That's outrageous. No! Put the shorty away, you madman. Marteen's feeling confident. Maybe a little too confident. They run it back in full effect. And it's found them the plant at least.
This Hunter's Fury as well, as if they needed it. Nice shot from qRaxs, a very nice shot from qRaxs, and that will get him the overdrive. One of the best opportunities they've had. He'll be left onto saadhak in the clutch. A 1 versus 3, and well, a Hunter's Fury is nice, but not when a man is running at you full sprint, already tagging down to 1 HP. The second round suffered at the hands of the defense. This flash could be everything if it's timed correctly. It catches nigh on everybody. The molly to buy them extra space, but Zeus has been able to capitalize. Yetujey there alongside as well. An advantage for FUT for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it has certainly been a while. Converting this one a necessity if they're to have a chance. They've got the numbers, but now they've faded. SUYGETSU's picked up one from the top. Wrapping together. But look at the flank on the flank out here on long. This is perfect. Timing. Nigh on everything. And Yetujey will pick up Marteen. The smoke out on long. But the players in hell battling together. Oh no, it's the smoke up close. They're just going to emerge from it.
The A site is where they're looking for. A ruse being attempted, the steps being ignored, and well, Marteen is just happy to sit in this corner and just let him go. But eventually qRaxs will turn around to get to a little bit slow on the trigger. And in fact, AtaKaptan and Zeus have done miraculous work. Avez trying to just get into the smoke ready.
So far. This time they pressure the other side of the map.
But Yetujey has managed to get out of there. One of the main dangers already gone. Marteen, though, never mind. I guess he was given an extra fight and has been able to take that and escape. SUYGETSU is going to be overwhelmed, though. Zeus, again, combining. That spike has been spotted, but also space is being taken as well on the other side of the map. MrFaliN has managed to sneak his way through onto C. And that is likely where they will end up. The only worry is that flank coming in on the other side. It's not really...
Scanning ahead.
Oh, I was going to say the gun you'd necessarily want, but I kind of expected at least one to go saadhak's way.
This could be dangerous. The
enemy
push
remaining.
up has gone right into Avez. And he had backup too. Good flash. Great flash, in fact.
The game, but
Deploying drone.
that is already them in a bit of trouble. Very fast-paced stuff, looking to take out the supply. They are not stopping here, even running into the trip. And now saadhak's trying to hold them in on the other side. It is both teams running it down with absolute pace. And now SUYGETSU with 45 HP is just looking to try and survive.
Yeah, he's going to TP out of there, and that leaves Avez in the open. Dropped and left into the 3v3. A chaotic round, to say the least. This flank up by MrFaliN. If they don't watch it, they're in big trouble, but they've seen him now. It comes to the cost of SUYGETSU still. Oh, he tried to knife him!
Spike down, B.
Well, marteen is blasted it.
Way to go around the map. One that, as you said, I don't think anybody will be expecting. The problem is there's so many angles for him left to check. He has absolutely no idea where they're going to be
10 seconds
sitting.
left.
Finally grabs the spike, but all he can really do is reposition
Close it out. It seems set in stone that they'll make it the distance. Opening duel, going the way of saadhak, but an immediate return. SUYGETSU blinded. Oh, they've seen him TP. He is dealt with, and so is Avez. This should be a clean round. They still haven't dealt with
Last
saadhak,
player
Oh.
swinging
standing.
one by one as qRaxs goes low. It's left into the hands of just elite. The spike miles away. They spot him here. They just go back.
Foolish.
Plant on the other side, but how many players will be left? It's down to
enemy
another 1v1
remaining.
on site, and Elite's won that too. Now it's only yetujey with a lot of control to him if he gets these down.
The whole idea with the trip is just to try and isolate the positions, try and make it more awkward and disruptive for Elite. He's even going to put the trip towards long just to try and bait the idea that that's where he's coming from. This reposition from him is fantastic. He's already going to know that the players within the site, and the chances of Elite turning around at this stage are so unlikely. Having that expectation of a player on long, and now yetujey just wrapping round a shark, hunting with the blood already in the water, knowing exactly where his opponent... Yeah, the thing is, it's surely going to be too little too late. Yeah, overdrive will be sent in. It's possible with the Bucky to get something done here. Oh, no, never mind. Not if you miss the shot, it's not. That's already saadhak out of action. And well, now that flank is coming in from behind, thick and fast. Paranoia straight through onto AtaKaptan. He's tried to TP out of there, but he's been caught. They've now got to try and capitalize off this flank. yetujey, knowing him falling here could be a problem. Hunter's Fury is fantastic, but yetujey goes down anyway. Elite now catches another. This leaves the remaining two back towards the spawn. They've been spotted. They've been revealed. While that flank comes into play, this is now far more of a problem. The pop flash is in. It's Avez with one, and now all that remains, he's blinded his teammate, but it does not matter. It's SUYGETSU, Sheriff, and the squad of KC that will get the job.